Okay guys, and we are back. So my little system for painting, I just want to show you. So I've used AK Interactive's Engine Grime, AK Interactive Streaking Grime, and AK Interactive Track Wash, and just put them all in their own individual cups. You see they've all got a different kind of hue to them. So that's that. And then I've just got a pot of white spirit. It's just an odorless white spirit or low odor white spirit, so it doesn't stink the place out, because these are enamel based products and they don't work with water. So there we go. And then the tools of the trade, as it were. A brush. These are some old brushes that I used to paint with, the Games and Gears brushes. But I don't use these anymore for painting. I'm using them for other things, so I'm just using them for this job. And cotton buds, Q-tips, cotton buds, we call them over here, and just some kitchen roll, obviously, comes in handy. So basically all I've done is gone in with the various effects, so whether it be track wash or engine grime, or get some focus, or engine grime, streaking grime, track wash. So I've just picked one really at random almost, and just gone in and painted in the recesses. And again, it doesn't really matter, you can be as messy as you like. So you can sort of see sort of just in the panel pin lines, just kind of giving it an overall washed effect. Kind of left the bits that I'm going to paint afterwards that might be a different colour. And going on the arms, just gone in and done the recessed edges. I'm going to paint this claw separately, so I haven't bothered doing anything there. Again, this one too, so you can just sort of see I'm in all these joints and stuff. If you've watched my previous Death Guard videos, I'm going to go back in and sort of make them clean, or cleaner, because I'm figuring, you know, even in the world of Nurgle, or what's the word? Tainted by chaos, you know, joints and things, they've still got to work, haven't they? They've still got to, you know, anyway, whatever. So, and then you've got the Leviathan itself. So I've gone in, put a load of effects on there, put some streaking grime, and some other washes, just dirtied it up a bit. You can see on the back of the smokestack there, as I've been washing the model with various washes, the enamel washes, it started to react with the chipping fluid that's underneath, and it's creating that chipping effect too. There's another bit as well down on the lower leg here, so that bit on his right leg, it's that chipping effect there. So what I'm going to basically do now is continue to do that, but chip the model. So I'm going to go in with white spirit. You can do it with water as well, but just because I've got white spirit here and cotton buds here, and I'm kind of doing these effects, I can just carry on doing that to make it a chipped, worn effect. So that's sort of the next stage. The good thing with the white spirit though and the enamel wash, if you dip in and sort of rub the component, it'll actually take the enamel off, the enamel wash off. So if you've gone a bit heavy-handed in certain areas, you can just kind of wipe it and it will come off. Although the problem, it's not a problem though with this, the issue that you would have if you use chipping fluid is that the more you rub, the paint will actually come off and expose the effect that you've created underneath. So, but if you hadn't had the chipping fluid on there, it would actually rub off, you know, back to bare paint, as it were. So that's it. So I'm going to continue just sort of chipping this model up, and we'll see how we go. I'll probably put some decals on as well, or I might do a bit of chipping first, then put decals on, and then do a bit more chipping after that. But again, I'll show you what it looks like when finished. Catch you in a sec. Hi guys, we are back, and I've spent about 45 minutes to an hour basically with cotton bud and white spirit. It's all I've used, and basically just rubbed at the component that I want to have a chipping effect of, and created the effect. So we'll have a look. So this is the head, and again you can see, not very well actually, it's not focusing. So you can sort of see the rust effect coming through on the head. And again, you can do as much or as little as you want. And do the top carapace or top section. And again, with that sort of panel lining we did with the enamel washes, you can see just sort of the scratched up areas on the top. So yeah, pleased with that. Looks realistic from a chipping perspective. And we've got the right arm, Siege Claw arm. You can see that. Again, I'm going to paint the claw bit separately in metallic and then weather them up separately. So you can see that. So it's all kind of all over. So that's cool. Not so much on the Storm Cannon, just the shoulder pad. You can see there, and again I'm going to paint the gun up pretty clean just to kind of match the rest of my Death Guard army. And then the man himself, the Leviathan Dreadnought, with all the scratches and the worn effects, looking pretty nice, I'd say. Again, I'm going to paint all these joints up metallic and then weather the metallics in a weathered metallic look. Did all the backs of the smokestacks. And again, all these pipes I'll paint up and weather from a kind of weathered metallic perspective rather than a painted weathered look. But yeah, and there's the top. All that's going to be covered inside, so don't need to bother with that. So yeah, happy with the way he's coming out. He's looking pretty slick. What I'm going to do now is put the decals on. So I'm going to put those on and then go back to it and kind of distress the decals as part of this process. So I shall apply them and distress them and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, I think we're just about there. Apologies for the last section of this video. The lighting was horrendous. I was sitting somewhere else, but I've moved back to the airbrush booth where there's it's by a window. So I'll show you these again, really, because it was a bit of a rubbish look at them last time. So this is the head. Again, you've seen no decals on the head, but yeah, roughed up and rusted, scratched and things. Then we've got just the top of the body, which you can see again is all chipped and rusted. Then we've got the Storm Cannon. No decals on this, didn't bother. But I'll paint the gun up sort of clean looking, like I said previously. Then we've got Siege Claw. I did put a, focusing on the back. There we go, so there's a decal on there. Still need to put decal fix on them just to flatten them out and stuff. So, but yeah, sort of cut that one in half, took the middle out of it just to kind of blend in with the rust bits. And then last but not least, just the Leviathan itself. It's got some markings on the knee pads, which I've cut up and weathered, and did the old egg timer with sides symbol on here. So it's all kind of just messed up. So that's it. That's how I do rust effects, the heavy chipping type stuff. I'll do a sort of showcase finishing video once it's all done, painted, completed in its entirety. I hope you found that useful. If you want any more kind of, Mike, how did you do that type of videos, let me know and I shall try and oblige. So there's it for this series of videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.